Use it for 12 hours. Subscribe with 20 Ghana cedi. Use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shatta from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shatta has a good package for everyone, both our riders and our drivers. Thank you so much for supporting Shatta. Shatta, it's time to ride.
Mommy, simple squatty crown to me here. I didn't know I'm badging.
Boss, me feature ko yare ya and so cranty meet me badging into aso and so ntima hwe mejuma.
Se wuton we area e na wunya anu eduro.
Wati agbevetonic nka.
Eduro tatahwe a esa efeche komu yawo.
Obi a nanum ato eni kokko.
Omo wo agbeve fever a esa malaria a edi fever eni hunam yawo eba. Na mum se obenuma ese se wo ye test ehun se wo malaria ansa na wa no.
Herbal mist capsule. Aye dropa ebi na menum. Sa onuma ema woyemgu ema free bar esa koko eni sisi yare.
Midie agbeve herbal tea na menum. Eyi obrefrem so.
Omo a wontumenda sa onuma ubetumi adeye.
Edre nyina enye ma apemfo. Oba a oma akoda nufo. Ene akoda a ondi mfedumi. FDA ajejode nkrato yi ati.
Hi family. Have you noticed now Vema comes without a seal? Same refreshing taste in a lighter bottle with less plastic, less waste. Easy to compress and shrink for recycling. One small change, one big step for a cleaner future. Join us protect our planet. No seal, less waste.
Yes, boss.
The same.
Nyamina domo.
Ah, na womasa meka no onwie
e pa ocho ne ho mfa no
e de na ye no
masa no pai ne jedu abodi ne nkoyi o
master yesi wonti apo ah na wonti agbebe taifa me sanka tam na me walande no eno na me no e ma me general well-being no koyi na metumi didi ye kama mentan yare agbebe taifa me say very good enti kopa bito Enianom weye agbeve MW capsule. Eyema womu a omahoɔden akɔfomu a omuntumi nyina wo nan so yi. Eyema vitality any general well-being. Me recommend ma mu nyina agbeve Venox Gota. Eyema obia wenya ulcer anaase obia na ya sewe no. Entifitafo, gedifo, masons, farmers obia nkope binto eduro nyina enye ma apemfo oba o ma akwada nofo ene akwada ondi mfie dumienu FDA agigedie nkratuo yatum.
Hi, my name is Sammy Flex and I have some good news for you, especially those who are into the business of import and export. And this is straight coming from GPF Import and Export Company Limited. They are based in China. Trust me, they are fast and reliable. Some of the services of GPF Import and Export Company Limited include air and sea cargo, warehousing, consolidation, door-to-door delivery, warehousing packaging, FCL shipping, LCL shipping, and more. You can also get all your used and brand new cars from China at affordable prices. Kesse GPF Import and Export Company Limited. Cars like Lexus, Toyota, Honda, BMW, Mercedes, Benz, Cadillacs, Audi, Nissan, Link, Mazda, and many more. Contact GPF Automobile in China via WhatsApp number +86 19 58 48 16 884. GPF Import and Export Company Limited. They are fast and reliable.
Ankara ye duaba edimu se wuta idia wo wedie ye fefefe na emom semina ebuoma wo wedie agina so eye fefefe eyen ara agbevemona soap ene agbevemona cream de nyina medi semina no dware ena medi cream no so sra yebu baby se woni mo nsa kokora woni ahemfo ena didi me kun footballer odimu e de agbeve bam ena di ne dwuma kra na offrey. We na ye friend no. Adwenkra e wo psychology mu.
Hello, Ohima Mona.
Yes, Mr. Bam.
Me patrol, my embreme. Agbeve Bam. E wo flight edika eba London. Me namfo no mu e ha me. Omo anya me secret no.
Fa agbevemona soap ene agbevemona cream. Kutia honam nsansa. Ekro, honama eyinka, nantema propro. Eboama tiri hwifu kama. Ena ema hwenam tosod na ha. Agbevebam ye wuyi ano. Agbevebam ye ma honam yawo. Sisi yawo, ubenya agbevendro yi ewo pharmacy shops, herbal shops, any over the counter medicine sellers. FDA ajejude nkratwe yi atu.
Subscribe with 20 Ghana cedi. Use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shatta from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shatta has a good package for everyone, both our riders and our drivers. Thank you so much for supporting Shatta. Shatta, it's time to ride.
Mommy, simple squatty crown to me here. I don't think I'm saying
Boss, me feature ko yare ya and so crank to meet me.
Well, so finally, we are back in the studio. Yesterday, Chemo and his people were handling affairs, and I want to believe they did that with all the energy in them. Today, we are also back with Ghana's latest father. The whole of Ghana, there is only one latest father. In fact, if you go into the books now, he's the only one. His name is Mr. Bano. Mr. Bano. He is giving birth to Bano Jr. Big man, congratulations.
Thank you, boss.
So that is baby number what?
2.
Baby number 2?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Both guys, yeah.
That's solid. How many boys?
2 boys.
Ah, you have 2 boys.
All Thursday bones.
Oh, hey! How do you calculate it when you are shooting? Because it looks like you calculate and you shoot and you make sure everything drops nice.
I think it's a family thing.
So the second one, did you want a boy or you wanted a girl?
Yeah, me, I wanted a boy. My parents wanted a girl.
Why?
Because they knew about my uncle.
But see, you still wanted a boy.
Yeah.
How about your wife?
My wife also wanted a girl.
I see. So you are the greedy one. You are the greedy one. Everybody wants a girl, but you. But why do you want more boys?
It's nice to be a man.
It's nice to be what?
A man.
Nah, you sure about that one?
So, what is he even saying? It's nice to be a man.
I don't want to be a man.
Baby, I didn't
No, it's not about me wanting. Me now, I don't have any option again. Because this is how I came. But in a family, at least when you have that balance,
it should balance. So maybe the third one will be a lady.
But now that you were so interested in getting another guy, that is where the conversation comes from.
Because that's what I want. Basically, I need guys to sweep the way for the lady to come.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One that can protect their junior sisters.
Yeah. Well, it's all good. It's all good. So congratulations once again.
Thank you.
So wifey is at home now.
Yeah, she's at home.
Oh, okay. Wifey, congrats. So how was it like? Will you go again?
Oh, yeah.
When every woman gives birth, hey, easy.
That hey.
1 year, 2 years, now bam. Say kutu,
bam.
Well, so talking about say kutu, it takes us straight to Kumasi or Sekrum, where there are conversations around Daddy Lumba's funeral and matters arising. A day pan there cause Kumasi. Any Daddy Lumba pushing for any and some 1 or 2 vehicles. And then your topics are and the story will be kind. Because the legendary Daddy Lumba, I'm say that Monday night, right? And I'm say Roland Crown a day a flyer. Ebe to abontin say, oh, afede abrewa abie kwamu. Finally, there is a date for Lumba's funeral. So Roland showed us the funeral poster, and we saw 5th December 2025.
It was 6 too.
It was 6 rather. Oh, okay, 6 December 2025. Perfect here Friday, I guess.
Sure.
Okay, 6. Yes, 6 December 2025. Yes, Saturday. Baba Nyara sports for Zanam Kanaba Nyara Sports Stadium. As so beer near oh finally data ba Muhu say a boy TikToker ya say wakotna landi chenum. Na say wa nyim bia say Lumba I nyum from fridge ni. See how dey me
Munyana mkosi.
Munyana mkosi. Aha. It is not obia train finally. The date is here. Na date ni ba fi say bibia ye okay no. Ade achi ya letters are flying. Interviews are flying. That's the ensem bebre enkoyi. We a story and person may bisa ma pan for no ma drink try ho. Ansana you moving on to other industry related stories. So in the studio, a 4-man squad, full house for today. Roland Amate is seated right beside me from Shagzy Shatta Movement Empire Roland Report and Showbiz Channel GH.com. Of course, in Dodo Solomon, aka Chamo, is also here, seated for the day. Our online manager here at Flex Entertainment Limited, and Intidosu Digital Consultancy, as well as man like Clifford Bano. Clifford Bano happens to be a follower of the industry, and again, professionally, he is a general nursing practitioner at the Accra Ridge Hospital or Accra Regional Hospital.
Greater Accra Regional Hospital.
Greater Accra Regional Hospital. Just so you know. Our producers are also intact. Theophilus Degosh, part of the production. Let me say big shouts to director Sammy Tuga. Camera is being handled by Gerald. Desert is the producer with the rest of the crew supporting whatever we are doing here. Now let's move on straight to Ghana Web. Producer, if you can give me the story on the screen, I'll be glad, so I can read directly from here. Yep, if you can read it, if you can give me, I can read from screen, then we take it to the top because we are all interested in this. Okay, so this is the press statement, but then let me go on to Ghana Web. There is a story on Ghana Web that says that Akosua Sewa files injunction against head of Fosu family Odobruni. Akosua Sewa files injunction against head of Fosu family and Odobruni. This is the story. It reads, Akosua Sewa, the wife of the late high life legendary Lumba, has initiated legal action against the head of the Fosu family, Kofi Owusu Fosu and Presla Ofori, popularly known as Odobruni. According to a court document dated October 2nd, 2025 and cited by Ghana Web on October 9th, 2025, Akosua Sewa Fosu filed a writ of summons seeking several declarations, including recognition as the only surviving spouse of the late musician and the sole individual entitled to perform his widowhood rites. Hey. In the writ, the plaintiff Akosua Sewa is asking the court to 1. Declare her as the only surviving spouse of the late Charles Kojo Fosu, aka Daddy Lumba. 2. Declare that she alone has the legal right to perform his widowhood rites. 3. Restrain the first defendant, Kofi Owusu Fosu, from recognizing or dealing with the second defendant, Priscilla Oforiata Odobruni, as a spouse of the deceased. 4. Restrain Odobruni from publicly presenting herself as the surviving wife, as the surviving wife of the late musician. In her statement of claim, Akosua Sewa asserted that she legally married Daddy Lumba on December 23rd, year unspecified, under German law at the Civil Marriage Registry in Boren, aka Germany. She added that they lived together in Germany and had 3 children: Calvin Kojo Fosu, Charlene Fosu, and Sierra Fosu. So Calvin Kojo Fosu is 31 years, Charlene Fosu is 24, and Sierra is 20. Akosua Sewa maintained that as of Daddy Lumba's passing on July 6, 2025, their marriage was still valid and legally binding. Despite this, she has alleged that she has been excluded from all preparations for the musician's burial and final funeral are scheduled for December 6, 2025. She claimed that the family head, Kofi Osu-Fosu, told her she would not be allowed to perform the widowhood rite, a role traditionally reserved for the legal spouse. The rate also alleged that following Daddy Lumba's death, Odobroni surfaced, claiming to be married to the late singer and to have had children with him. Claiming? According to the plaintiff, the family head has expressed an intention to permit Odobroni to perform the widowhood rite, a move Akosua Sewa has argued is unlawful since she believes Odobroni was never legally married to the deceased. She further alleged that both defendants, the family head and Odobroni, have proceeded with funeral arrangements without her knowledge or involvement and have even printed invitation letters bearing Odobroni's contact information. Akosua Sewa has contended that unless the court intervenes, she will be unjustly denied her rightful place as the only legal recognized spouse of the late musician. We meko into the straight legal department. Meko into the legal department now and come on. Yeah. Started at the everyone. But just so you know, yemo bi akwaba. The patcho over line is on Kwandia. Kesse, you have to share the link with your friends. Tell them that Sammy Flex TV Showbiz Daily is airborne. We are streaming live on Facebook, Sammy Flex TV, YouTube, Sammy Flex TV, as well as Agbevet TV. So if you are watching, what you have to do is to share the link. We also want to read some of your comments. So go to Facebook, Sammy Flex TV, drop your comments. Go to YouTube, Sammy Flex TV, drop your comments. And let's run together like that. Now, the reading in our nature said, Sisi amino kasa idea. And sensem kakra ewo Daddy Lumba ye no ho. Abusuapani idea nka wa shed date ese yenko ye no. Ka wa wie wa biem say yanko let's go. Now so aye Daddy Lumba first wife according to the air kind no. Ono na Lumba aseda why na e won krata mu. Ono na Lumba why na e won krata mu. Odobroni na empna twe. Yes.
And that's all trees with you.
Yes. Odobroni de ende na ye mpena twe. Mpena twe abusuafo adia tun se mpena twe no another form of aware. Eno mpena twe ni bi abusuafo nimu. But ye ntre paper so. Odobroni de ne enu bia. De abusuafo nim so Daddy Lumba ne mpena ni. A one ne te. O ma twe mpena na atimi mpo awo afam.
Certified.
Enti no just you recognize but o ye mpena.
And your friend in Plumber.
Dabi o de train ye nu kwara no
Charlie.
I am pena aware and pena aware sa na e friend ti whether Akosua Sewa first wife say e free na ekoi ono opese court ema nimra no catch Odobroni say hey Odobroni meti so de bi ka say Daddy Lumba yera ade am de be ye ono and the bi hobie o see eye widowhood right e ho no chemo be chechem kunaye kunaye no aye na se no enko so ne mama meye Odobro yes I come from mami ode mami ode be superpower obe mobo wo Kumasi ho ewo Kumasi ho mami ode juma so superpower
no mami ode juma so
they say am on contract
yeah pray no
and also can say aye preparation now e koso ko no as a legally wife no se si e kra no abusua pani something for you. Or yet near Macron country. Or no one can yet first wife no. In fact legally wife no. On carrying them. And a more ye near manna or no it be support or Odobroni or no yet Lumba but yes sir. To way the say court is a omode tabun. Ato a year so you name selling come with you but chemo e won chechemu kakrama enti no
yeah
o de mum yentie chemo chechemu na fe ye ba nye hwese de
yeah before say ye be ba kra no me said that go say is there any case e be a wife no e de akokot akodi injunction ato nikuna wo so husband net so say on person business for be ye na ye manenye yi na bebre ba ko bia mbie ya enche I think January 24 year NC ebu board or the cause and find injunction to so into no any new thing say bema na ne yere especially the bibira mehunu ye obi o ha abusuani bi kura nso timi de ko okay ebi o ha ne ba e de say wait ne say eye ne yere ne ma e ne de akọ ne ba bi timi ka say eye no me ma munye nyame ana say ninua ba ko bi mehu ya na esan esere kakra ye ninua be ma ninua ono no wa abrochiri e na abusuafo na e wo ha ne say o mbe so mo ye yi enipa na wawu ninua na wa abrochiri si da bi da de wa ma o mo munye yi na akodi injansha atoso e no nto ye abusuani nti e no ne ka no e different from say wo your wife in say you consider Ghana mbrana say wo your wife you are not part of the family like that I mean legally wo your part of the family with the man now o ware no but say you can't be fa abusuani ho a onka ho the ma obemu aye say omuntimi nya wa brom be you afrim because say oni na ware there be ntimi nya afrim na emom woni control bia ontimi meka nche om say munye ni sei ana munye ni sei na emom de ombe ye bia na yeso om ka kire enti no the mechanic say ayi baby a based on the akosia say wa dey aba out no I think say abusuanfo no e bia o ma anya bibi right okay the o ma anya the right and say say o ma mo akosia say wa ma ne say enhihye ya afa
send your can dey ask o man
kan kire yes but until say bia o mo be ba be reply no e bi so na o mo kan na ono ana o be say obedi atum because say ono mo nya adwen o date no on say bi o ho o ma ka kire no but date no o mpe but say or complain ba o meka say o ma ka kire me o be ka ma na ye say the decision na o mo fire no me nka ho ana say ma ndi antu sa na o be ka no nka say o ma ka kire no and we no de enye first time a esi ni aka say oh ade na dade Lumba yi nko ade obi di akoko ni ade ebi asida ebi asi bebre but say me ko me follow trend na me hu bebre na de kosi ane say ye be boagu injunction ye be boagu sa na me hu no and I'm saying this based on many ye de akoko ta akodi injunction president bebre wo ho ye be boagu na emom ebi wo ha ye be boagu ba de tie ni say ye be ka say asema ai akusua broni kan so no eto asumu because in her case no ni Ghana owo baby one ne ma no wo Germany and no afi na so mo ye preparation no mo ba Ghana say o mo ba be ye yie no and no e be financial burden bi aba be to ne so o say o boaboa ne ho plane ticket a obetwa ene ho ya obeka and the court no betimi aka say yeah they all can tasum and because say ye ntimi nyu free yie no mu ni ntino e bia abusuan monte ase na mo ma ne mre kakra ntino e be kwa akoye say emra edi enim 3 months no is it reasonable or not and no the judge no be decide but injunction no ade ameka say ye be boagu ni say eno no say ye gituma na ye say akoja say wa na ye yi no meanwhile no eye no so de eye abusuanfo de that Lumba property of the family extended family na nye nuclear family na for abusa panyin for no omo na that Lumba omo de share no
eno na ye ka no
omo de share no endi akosa broni de oye oni that Lumba and the war sa family bond na enye oni abusia no enu di no court bebre be ka say omo ti ase say ni say ye yi ofrim na emom ye ma wo mekere abusuanfo de omonye enti e bia e ho na compromise kakra bebem say de all can etas mu dia ye ma ne mere na emom say court ni hu say emere ya omo de ko she ye de eye emme sa ne ade a ye bebo agu by say court be ka say injunction no ntino munyai yie no ho ane de me hu say betimi ama bibi say si no ye say e be chance na omadi asem no when that asem bi o bi e de ko ye say judge say John no and no ne betimi ama sa de na say ba me hwa emerewu ntino omo ko case no so for the first time I think second time no one here judge no e the judgment beba say omo call first time na obi abeka na asem omo wi a na cross examination bi o ma yaye na judge na ba ensem bebre na akoja say wa kan wo ne court ba me gidi say judge no won hwe ho say e ba ne say on na legally you know married person no in this one no that judge no injunction asem na obeka on kan who is the legitimate wife, who is not now. And no be different case or the back family court and na bibia kudi. But no injunction no say time na ye dey yi na hye no. Ye ndi so anama ye ndi so. E na obeye o case I try say okay, o mpese ye be di so ye ntwenko da foforo. Na sa da no wo na abehya na abusuafo na behye. E no nyina aka ho na ma me ka say ebiasida. DSC bia ye bogu. Inti me gidi say we into sa na be ko na mum
but we are in Ghana obitimi the junction to be so be 10 years ye krobu hang dey possible and maybe so kai music election Obia sorry na come can no Obia sorry us me the injunction ko be almost 5 to 10 years
you are right e betimi asisa and nti na me can say the say asem na ye kodie ne de e different from injunction no on say injunction is the process of going through say asem na wo kan e woman na enu enti no say me the injunction akoto so say that Lumba no na me ye fan kese pa aye no eni say mu ye jame enti no be time no me yi na hye no me nti ase enti me the injunction ato so e no court no me the injunction na kwa me the me plea ni me yi ni kwa omu ndimi ka se yenye omu beji no ma frɛ abusuan ne se asuma sisi sei e de na momo ka na onzo so omu kan omu de wi ana judge na ka se na wo ye fa na wo na abegire abusuan for dem for asem firi woko me try anye kwa na court no betimi abɔ me ka case ya me kan wasem say see January omu san abɔ oba ne ka say won to 20,000 for the family because there's a cost family ni nke ni ade ni nyina betimi asi obi bedi injunction beto so no nye da bia ne se opese owen obi opese o delay process ne keke
fact
enti no e hono na me no be ya adwene se e betimi akọ na injunction no adjon abon za afede ate awura ayi dani na je se na ayi no postpone na ete postpone but ewe kwa ko wie chire e be ka se abusuanfo mo nye dem pese mo ye sa na me hu se kokosi enti me no me advice abusuanfo ne se ma omu ntwum pii
okay
omu ne akosia se wa ntanase na omu nka na ono so de oka no e reasonable a omu ma ne mere because ordinary ne ma no mo abrochire enye smaller cost like enye easy for them to be taking anyhow enti no omo ntiase no omo ne nka na omo ma ne mere se de be ode be boaboa no avenzo so na me kan de aka ne de court ni ndim se me kompi enye akosi abroni na be kire obi a abusuanfo accepting for widowhood right no no so akosi abroni akosi asewa eni hu asem kan ho abusuanfo no na egitum se ye be ma okwan se obetimi aye sa widowhood right no because widowhood right no any right bi a wo say wo na ye legitimate wife hwan no any ni twaka bia
okay okay
no
okay any ni twaka e say eye na ye no whatever happen implication of a year no any anu na de ye court judgment undimi nko court say me na ye ma me ye widowhood ntimi ba be property ye nye ni sa
no I think what you said and the explanations are two different things.
The person can like
then maybe the first one the way I'll put in
and me give you further and better particulars me say ye ma okwan say abusuanfo na be ma kwan say obetimi perform widowhood right or not abusuanfo na be ma ho kwa sa widowhood right na obe perform say as a widow na onye widow in terms of the abusuanfo jini tum ni omo jini tum no ene court eni twa kan say ye me na abusuafo ma me ye widowhood nti no ne properties no menya bi aha enu nti no se obi de kokko to say mamma we perform ya onye widow no hwan na hu hia court beka enu no be den what is the implication say odobroni enso performing widowhood right ewo ayi na say what is the implication enu nti no na be man nya property na because abusuafo agina to
of course in case that Lumba died without a will it will give her an access to it
without abusuafo in accepting it still now no all right
no but abusuafo
whether abusuafo be atumu say waware no or not I can bet you say Odobroni will have access to some of his properties whether abusuafo ginitum or not because on natna beyond time even court will agree say oh yeah wife or not
okay
there are so many factors obetimi with that abusuafo na input on now natna over 15 years
in his last days
and Ghana law no clear on it
for that
Ghana law clear on it and it has nothing to do with say obe performing widowhood right or not or whatever. There are other ways no in her favor, especially on na wa omosan yem kra so omo nyini kra dan ke different thing omo ye kra na PNDC law 111 no kra sama additional favor in that sense.
Okay.
And no say be a beyond the bina, especially when there's also a legitimate wife in here. But they will try, any judge will try to be reasonable and share whatever that will be a deserving. Any direct link with the also performing widowhood right or not. And like I said, this is an injunction. Yeah, on the data be funeral no. The or legitimate wife or one wife a different case. And I think say no beba after the family funeral no and I say no cry no so be ginama alongside funeral no because abusuafo no ye be from ebi obi be from so media dance for or against but no abusuafo no be decide o betumi aka say o be dia dance am mu nyina still judge no any be decide where and what whoever supposed to get something will get. And to me the mechanism just for the funeral like they should all compromise and let the funeral go. Not other things who is legally married, who is supposed to get white or whatever and there betimi court I could do myself and as betimi at but for the injunction there minim say reasonable judge bia asem we be dru nanimu no obeka say monyemo yi de aka no ye beka na chiri.
I see. Well, we are still following this. We really want Lumba's funeral to happen without so much drama, but it looks like drama is not sleeping. Sammy the best here Abotre Kenya. Looks like drama is still here with us, so nothing is working as much as what we want to avoid is concerned. But let me go on to Clifford Bano, not minya any opinion also. Cliff, so far I don't believe any triangle you saying
medical chair chef for any for Chamo has nailed it but to some extent
okay
yes emu ye ebusia property. Do you understand? Yeah. I learned this when I lost my dad.
Okay.
Ebusia property. So they decide what to do with the corpse. When to bury the corpse, where to bury the corpse. In fact, they will tell you say and they say at the end of the day, they will make all the decisions for you. Yes, well respected. But baby, I'm not going to say akanipa or kase Ukraino shouldn't be something Akosia Sewa should hold
high in high.
That's what I don't understand. And I can't man saying this.
That's not to say
but the Chemo person says Sabakono they only claim no. They are no just or they also the same thing more or less.
Maybe in an account setting, I'm talking from a from one side. The obey a crown. One under married no, pay the law, that is ordinance, and customary one. The family recognize all. Law they recognize the monogamous one, which is the ordinance. But the family recognizes the normal customary. So you can marry 3 or 4.
Okay.
Which
I customary one.
Yes. Which I face similar situation.
Okay.
But a band will cry now. Usually the surviving spouse are on under ordinance. Is the one who goes. Where if someone want to be lenient, they can allow all of them to go.
Exactly.
But even that one, no, share the senior most one each. You know they do presentations.
Yes.
So the senior most one will be the one to do the presentation. But when they are lining up, they all line up together. I don't know if you are getting the concept.
Yes.
But say the senior most one obey BBR on behalf of the others.
Okay.
Inti such a more Kesse a man who yana. She's losing a place to a pure account person. And Yan was saying even the property is not about because the whole widowhood rights, you know, it's like only need Mama Yuga, okay, let you share. Which I say, only need the enkra.
Only sign a pambi. Thank you, pambi. Yes, and son wako. Yeah.
So if you are telling me, say, or no, being the eldest wife, being the legitimate wife, Emani never yano. Pa.
Especially Osaya King.
Osaya King. Zero. And that's where she may have a case.
Okay.
She may have a case because under the law. And one thing we should also know, say, marriage at the ordinance, even here in Ghana, my checking for German, there's happening in German, right? And it's monogamous. It doesn't permit you to marry any other. So even for that Lumba to have a second one, or Tiasikra and miss you know. Do you get where I'm coming from? If Lumba was living,
and that is if Lumba were to be living in Germany, living in Germany, or take Ghana, they want to miss you.
Okay, and I said, okay, I understand.
Jurisdiction in permitted so be
thank you.
Yes,
I understand. Into no, so no. Sammy or no, I mean Jai. I don't think a problem is it have to do with have much to do with the date, no. But have to do with the fact say she's been displaced. That should be a problem. And I think that's a problem. Because the whole thing when as a if you are paying nini or dobroni no akoye one. And omu yi onu akosia sewa na ama. So she's been displaced. I say Dibra or Dabra will be a by force. No, you can't sit and take it lightly.
I see.
Intimino, I support.
So they are all supporting.
Oh yeah, I support her. She should fight for a place. I support her.
Akosia sewa.
She been an account to.
Obia enka se ontimi nye widow na opese oye na obia n deny na
so how can there be preparations while she be oblivious of the preparation? If
the problem is abusia pani a also be kire se Lumba yire ni no ono so eyi odoboni na kire se Lumba yire
Lumba yire ba ko nsuni This
one should come and the others. Oh no, the tiny no.
Akosia se wa person say they be o kan Lumba mpanani. Lumba yire.
Well, say ebusuane de o ma je atum say ono nso so ye Lumba yire. On the court je atum any ebusuane je atum a different thing.
Yes.
Obetumi akọ court akosin sign say wa ware. Oba ebusuane okoye enu ni ya ibia. O ma
recognize it.
The same thing that happen.
Odo Bruni no. Let me ask. Lumba here no they asking customary.
They say abusiane che say
that's what they claim.
But what is out there?
Abusia Lumba no one
there.
They say abusia panyi si ojitu. Ojitu. Say all tantron. Say no ojitu. Enti no ene wo ho. Enti yamfa say abusia na gye atumu dia. Omo di tum say omo mienu nyina ayeyere. Sana abusia na
gye ba ku ye pin.
Enti saa panyin na wo ye no. Obetumi akokot akogye wo panyin na ye. But to the family no. Omo recognize wo say wo ye panyin but they will also not deny the other one from doing what.
Yes, not deny, but they shouldn't deny, but they should bring Akosia Sewa first, followed by whoever is there. For all you know, it's not just Odo Bunipe. There may be some others too.
Yes, sure.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
On paying Beba first. More about also or some legal certificate to that effect. On Beba first, now whoever is there. Actually, also.
Who said there's no fight about who is the No, right up on it. I say, Omuni Odobroni in film.
Because of what the other side say.
And the DNS.
You see, from the beginning of this whole conversation, and I'm a suspect you was happening.
Oh yeah,
the first comment a free busu apeni ho bai. And a mommy who said, this funeral will not go down without a drama. Because when Daddy Lumba toy, the first person that granted the interview was a busu apeni. And according to a busu
I don't know about to talk.
And according to a busu apeni, he did not recognize Odobroni.
The first interview, no?
First interview,
from the beginning,
he completely denied Odobroni.
Sir,
completely.
But there was a
contest in the
yes.
What has happened?
But there was a contest.
I was a penny about the Kassa first. No, say Onim Odobroni.
Onim. No. The only
get out.
I'm not defending it. I don't know why.
Get out.
Let me tell you what changed.
Dream.
What changed and where it changed. This is where it changed. So after Busu Apeni completely denying Odobroni, he said he was going to investigate to whoever aside Akosia Sewa no more friend Lumba here. Because as at that time, even the announcement that was made by Odobroni. So it is on that score that Busu Apeni also denied Odobroni. So now, according to Busu Apeni, he didn't know Odobroni
from first
interview. He didn't know Odobroni.
I don't know as a back
now after his investigations,
when that missing,
he's now recognizing Odobroni, and in fact accepting the fact that Lumba yen one day as a Banuni.
Abuja Penny.
Oh, then you Abuja Penny.
No, possible.
Another Ebukana and
son name person maybe I mean yes, Mark
so whether you believe it was here or not. Now that is it. Now let me tell you where Akosia say was the problem. So it's out of the fact that from the beginning of this, yes, almost all the communication as far as the funeral rites and everything, even from the vigil, you know, to the 1 week and everything, the communication was controlled by Odobroni. Most of the communication did not come from Akosia Sewa. Lawyers or mutual letter. To whatever effect. Even the banking people that were outside claiming on the Lumba manager way, on the that direction always coming from Odobroni. Now, from that side to now, the SSI has been the shifting of Ebusia Penino from giving her probably the due respect in terms of her position.
Okay.
Because according to even commenter Ewo Abontino, there's been several meetings even after the 1 week,
Okay.
Akosia say one come.
I see.
Exactly. So now she's suspecting some foul play. And so one yet, so what Ebia also feels say one funny na in see for man. You see, sir, Kunayena Chemo Eka say, oh, it shouldn't be a big deal. No? Hey, that see, I can tell you, say, Akosia say, wow, that is more important to her than even the property. About properties, I say now can I say Lumba as a crank, some go bet me if Lumba comes to Germany for taking another wife. And you cannot tell me say Lumba and her that don't have properties in Germany. They do. And there is no way, if we are talking about jurisdiction and territories, definitely our control, even in if there are properties in Germany, she has more control than the ones here. Until go to me, I can say, and besides, she's a well-to-do person, she's okay. Until and even if we are talking about children crying and poor, the money need to even take care of themselves. Until but kunayen because of one, the setting she is coming from, and the cultural implications.
Thank you.
Ebi ono betimi aka say modernization ti enke hu hia no. Do you know the kind of commentaries that will go on here? Exactly. Even listen to the kind of commentaries from the beginning. Almost as yes or more vigil to 1 week, you know, 1 week in a year. Go around and listen to the commentaries that came. You understand why this is more important to her. Already uncommitted me Germanaka, but she feels or she fears this will cause her probably cause her more disrespect in society.
I see.
And she will not sit down for that. Maybe back door you guys can do things without telling her. But if you listen, they were maybe call without her knowledge and consent or approval. It will come public.
Yes.
And it coming public will mean that now that okay, the Akosia Sewana, oh, even outside commentaries, Akosia Sewana, including going into certain meetings via Odobroni, even signature to certain documents. No, Odobroni signature. The probability that Kunayeno, even in its process, say omo bedru abonten a ye be catch us say wey na nensa esen krata ni nyina sinti wuji edi nechi no ndi enim. And you know what that will mean? That means it will not mean well. Even if she
oba Kunaye bi oho a obi atimi ye ne de
but chemo you see
eneze obi be di obi
no but you see
say omo nte omo ho asa obi atimi ye ne de
we be presentation we but we know you see we know our settings. We know where we come from. We know where we come from and we know how, especially funeral rites. Oh how
you don't know.
It is just like outdooring for the gas. No
I'm for prepare
no.
You.
Any tribe can joke with funeral rites,
but not accounts.
But not accounts.
And especially Ashanti.
Charlie. So you see, no, she or no, Ebiana Kosha say one more. And I make her say, because of maybe some level of exposure in your money, she may want to let this go because every day. But you see, sometimes the cultural implications of it is what will make them okay. Let me fight for this position, and after that, I can go. You see, Ebusia say already Ebusia for now recognizing Omunina as a yere. Until the me akaso biambe ni die. But I tell you, the recognition from the family will determine. See, even the MC, sometimes even the MC ne krampona or ye introduction. Whenever these people, I've seen wives like Obi Awawari Baby and abeye sa widowhood right.
Okay.
But we be no etwem, we be no etwem. And I can tell you on authority, especially with your friend say Asante, say it is never the same.
Of course.
It is ebi one boy bet me am anket one abeye omo de no. No omo ko. Na say group enyin no so a.
Mega one no.
A group enyin no so a.
Say kutu.
The MC's affiliation one. Any praises no one. Esin nipa no da ho. I tell you,
money fans.
see, before Ben Nantie free, Junction so gi aba e de niama na ba no. Okuta cap ba ko kra na ho. E be also the bank.
Okay, say akoja say wa nko fa mama odi. No, me.
So you see,
no, me tonum.
That is what anything now she wants to probably play it buga.
Okay.
Chemo mama na that screen.
Ghana's
number one disc song
writer, prolific disc song.
Come say
the most prolific disc song writer.
Ojaya one here. Anything that all born buga no. That's why she wants to discredit the position of the others. Anything all born buga because this is not chemo kind. The issue of property, inheritance, and positions and other stuff. I don't know. Before even after the funeral, no moment manati.
Yes.
Moment manati. But you know, Onim say now the leverage that she has, one of her arrow points, the funeral.
Yes.
Into your person say, why you ready?
Oh, you suit.
Yes. Why you ready? So she will start from the funeral. So even if she is letting you know, say, she's not going down without a fight.
I see.
Inti ningina kahu. Inti na look at the rate of Sammy. Or boni buga all play all.
Nah.
And you see, somebody claiming. Claiming niwa nipa ti hana ti ha
onim nim papa
nipa ti hana ti ha
by a manager law
share claiming. So at this point eye buga no obo. Why? Okay. Because she feels that somebody is denying her place, and denying you your place means the person is not showing respect.
Yes.
That is the bottom line. Inti ebi ono so now. As for the property and everything there, yes, I say I'm not crowd. Maybe a bit me a secondary man, but in terms of placement, say a starting free kuku say ya never. The probability say a pia monty a bebano high because listen to even how the funeral announcement was made. The people that made the announcement, how they even made the presentation. You understand probably why she's also going that way. So now, it is up to the judge that will decide how far this is going to go and how they are going to drag it.
I see.
Fortunately for them, almost dying people of authority, from the Otum Form and Shares Palace to even the Flagstaff House, because I heard the last place they visited before making the announcement was the Flagstaff House.
Oh, I see.
So almost dying penny for probably. They can put in a word or two to expedite whatever conversation or misunderstanding that is going on for it to be solved. That is the only way the mommy feeling said, okay, and drag it too much. And Tessa and Kayewi, Kevin next year.
Well, I think I would have to read some of your messages. This is Showbiz Daily. Showbiz Daily is live on Sammy Flex TV. And just as you know, if you are joining us for the first time, we share ideas together. It was to try our dream. Now also watch our dream. And to feel free, na power Trebra on Facebook, Sammy Flex TV, on YouTube, Sammy Flex TV as well. And you guys are amazing. Bring your comments, your radio, na your share, send your echo. This is still Showbiz Day. Now let's move on to story number 2. And Captain Smart is in the news. Director, Captain Smart story na so meet me there two screens na me meet me aboboso kakra. Not long ago, in the studio, you didn't come out about Prophet Adum Chedia. Na ye kase one enipa 1212 be especially Dana Samoa almost sema question. Almost sheni ye na anyensem. because na papa dey see here who say ni buafu. So he's not in for any games. Oh, bano and my year, papa no ebe mafia pa. Na I'm say encomono we say they are new every morning. Great things thy faithfulness. The dia chia na foforo eba. Ebra yeguso e kan yi oni da na someone say kan we Captain Smart esod no abegim. Captain Smart is a very influential media personality in Ghana, running serious political programs on major platforms. In fact, he is one guy that when he is on your case, as much as politics is concerned, you would have to go and beg him to come here.
You go fill up.
I give up. And yes, Sadia, back to back. In fact, he is among some people who even believe that it was their criticism that pushed NPP out of power. And you know, because we dream, sir. And I know, sir, Prophet Adam Chedia, you so called now, sorry, or ton so bolobi, our friend, yes, Moja. Or no, so Abekabi said, say, yes, Moja, and Munaika. Now, Captain Smart say, you read this story enough a video, be a man who said, directors, they are two on the shit, not be behind your fight. The yes, Moja thing shouldn't be tolerated. And this is Captain Smart talking. I said, Captain Smart, child, Adum Chedia. Media personality, God's brain, smart in cancer, popularly known as Captain Smart, has called out Prophet Stephen Adum Chedia, accusing the Believers Worship Center founder of exploiting his congregation for profit. Speaking on October 7, 2025 edition of Onyamachi, Captain Smart filmed over reports that the preacher is selling a beverage called Yesu Muja, translated as blood of Jesus, to his congregation. The Yesu Muja is a beverage which many members of the Believers Worship Center believe to possess miraculous healing powers and deliver spiritual breakthroughs. According to Captain Smart, the practice of selling products like Yesu Muja in church blurs the line between spirituality and business, and authorities should treat it as a taxable business. Nah, offered his way. The broadcaster recounted how a woman he knew, who was suffering from high blood pressure, abandoned her prescribed medication to rely solely on Yesu Muja for miraculous healing. Captain Smart insisted that if he were president, such acts would not be tolerated, arguing that religious leaders who profit from their congregations under the guise of spirituality should be held accountable. Physically, Adum Chedia is older than me, but spiritually he knows I'm older. How can you be selling Yesu Muja in church? There is a woman I knew who was a BP patient. Instead of her taking her medicine, she was taking Yesu Muja. If I were president of Ghana, this nonsense wouldn't be allowed. Nobody would be able to sell oil in church. If a pastor sold Yesu Muja during services, I would treat it like a business and make them pay tax. This is what Captain God's brain, smart in cancer, is talking about. Now wait and come Kesse pa. And come away and come Kesse because and come edna honhom any honamani. And come back with edna honhom na say edna honamu de nidi eyedin. But when so your story make like I say the do no mo kromo anonim ye nim pa then hardness down
This
you could be you know you didn't know zone okay ebeko patch up whom the beyond say sanema we ho hardin pa but how do we handle it and no name come on you go tie Captain Smart na yenhwe na yeba ye made come away here because see I know ama a Christopher omo moja no bi no am I confused
omo gidie
also for so me sure say by this time he vex also for there
very prices
oba be kaka no say dey abo me sure say Sunday obema post kakra e dey mark Captain Smart yanko share na ye meto director ready a drop in yanko
Kunamani di Adum che ye penny chair me but sunsumu me ye penny chair no unim ko chair na bisa no say down there for akoma so in new yeah Adum che wo hunam fam Oye penny chemi. Basusumu. Onu anim se me ye penny cheno.
You law. Yen signing no.
Na yet ya so dem ye to so boro say Yesu moja.
Nanya possible.
Na ba ya bia me nim ne maame oyare. No mu bi pinro o se me num Yesu moja. Yesu moja ye num ne hin.
Nanya possible.
Na mere na owo ne ba de kura no ne ba de moja no num bi.
Nanya possible.
Me makacho say me ye Ghana man pani a. San kwase asem we enko so obi en ho betu ato oye wasoro dem. If I were the president of this country, I'm being sincere. And ebe sin so na obebo wonsem
Bang bang bang.
bang. Say we are suffer na to Yesu moja wasoro ubetu tax.
Bang bang bang.
Cause we have business. We are Yesu moja o prepare we fear the bejira sorry them. Now say who ton a business.
Well, yankoso na memisa Dr. Clifford Bano. Ono say oyanyami nipa. Ena the sanso board because sanso ye nipa honam adwuma. Ete honhom ne honam no oginamu ye. Cliff. Enkomo ogina he.
I'll first take from the common sense family first.
Good.
Common
sense there, yeah. Common sense family.
CSF.
Yes.
Who's there? The Captain Smart I like the way you put the clause we show. Say Ujna a sorry dime. I'm saying this because there are some churches who have church shops.
Okay.
Like my church, we have a church shop.
I'm a ton there.
Which always sell Christian books, some of this are your mantles and other stuff. But not in the church.
Oils.
Yeah.
And why there? That business and why there?
It's for the church. But then, not during church service. Get me? It's a shop.
Not during church service?
Yes, it's a shop you can walk in and go and buy whatever you want to buy. So that one is taxable. Do you get the difference?
Yeah.
But the shop is located at a church premises. But even on the normal day, church service is not going on. You can still walk in and grab whatever you want to grab.
Okay.
But we not see. Who's it?
But
we not see during church service. Say, oh yeah, sorry. Now because as we know in our country, churches are not being taxed.
Yeah, they are.
Whatever revenue they raise from church, it goes freely. We don't tax them. And to say, yeah, tax you. Now aside your offertories, aside people's thanksgiving, aside people's tithes, now you will still be marketing during church service. That one there shouldn't be considered as a tax-free product. Yeah, need duty-free.
Okay.
You should be taxed. That's from the common sense family. Because those churches that have the church shops, the shops pay taxes.
Okay.
Based on whichever revenue they raise at the shop. But I say, oh yeah, church service within the church service. Oh, you should be taxed. Yeah. And so in church say, yes, mujano, they are just symbols. They are just things to solidify or strengthen our faith. Nyama nyame efaso edie awawade. But even that one is not rigid always.
Okay.
Every time or every peculiar problem, and depending on the direction the man of God or the prophet will get, so those things, as I say, let me put it this way. We all believe in God. But God, quote unquote, it's not really tangible. I mean, it's not tangible. You can't feel him.
Yeah.
What did I say?
Yeah.
So sometimes we use some of these things to bring the tangibility of God to your mind.
To feel God.
Say, Okra warrior. You say my boy empire for Jesus. So see, I don't just say it's so way Jesus, but symbolically it gives you some sort of
representation.
Thank you. Say yes, no.
Okay.
Corner or corner no.
No.
But I don't just say in soon yes for Jide Nyako share in soon.
Okay.
I'm just trying to make it make sense to you. So even in the Bible, God uses some of these mediums to help people. Automating test, you know, they are friend or they are or to make their sanka na ahele. So these are symbolical. They are things. I know just say obi ara for sanka ni chicken. Depending on which direction you get, unless they be album pie na or some specific directions to use. So these things, but it has come to stay. Say most Christians we use oil the more.
Okay.
We use blood the more. I believe in blood, the Holy Communion. I believe in it.
Yes,
I believe in the blood.
Yes, I was specified.
The Holy Communion, I believe in it. But then, I can draw contrast. I can't really draw the contrast. So I want to draw a contrast from what I believe and what.
And yeah, that's correct.
Okay, let me try and pull it. For my church like this, aside the Sunday and a month, we have a schedule for taking communion.
Okay.
Aside that, so
and then every month.
Yeah. We use communion. Usually, they ask you to bring your own communion. They will pray over it.
Oh, I see.
Or when we're having programs. Directions to me. Even me, there are times that you find a communion, but me, I'm call them my bishop, especially when I'm facing peculiar challenges. Sometimes I go with it. I bless it myself. I feel I choose one senior person also within my, not necessarily my senior pastor, but any senior person within my ministry that I will take the one I spirit will lead him. So I feel like blessing my communion for me. Not so I bless it. That I won't use it for what I want to use it for. And it works for me perfectly.
I know.
It works for me perfectly. So I won't condemn what they do in their church. Well, I've not been to their church.
Okay.
I won't condemn it much. But so Kesse Yesu Mujana. It's just like what we would call communion, baby. Or no born or trim. So they make it sound.
Exactly.
Sound way.
It sounds.
I know an hour can.
It makes it sound some way. I've not been there, but I don't believe in the communion.
Because Oko a tree. Sorry, now, but the AD communion. Omo yamuka.
Yes,
Yesu moja. Amu the biscuit in the biscuit is now my Yesu nama. And na before. Yesu moja.
No, come Maribida. I say do this in remembrance of me.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, the kind.
Yes.
And yes. Also, I personally I believe say by the blood of the Lamb we overcame the devil. Which of course any wine now I'm covered. But symbolically, you know. Once I feel like I sprinkle something, maybe I'm facing a challenge, I believe I go with the blood. But as I said, it's not really tangible. But once I do, and I mark my forehead or I do something, when I'm going for interviews, I do.
I see.
Okay. I don't joke with the wine. I can give you a typical example. I can.
Why not? I call it percentage.
Oh, 0%. I've had a needle pray for an HIV patient. I'm supposed to take medication. I took the wine. I was free. Based on my faith. Yeah.
Is that you had what with HIV?
I've prayed 3 times. The third one for the first 2 months.
Oh, see, you've had what with HIV patient?
Prick.
Ah, that's it. That I injection.
Yeah.
Paniana.
My use on HIV mistakenly.
Ewo me. Anka was about like also tested positive.
I know that you will do be our immediately.
But I
because drone side effect too much. The first 2 months. First one I just sent rotation, which we will call service girl. Say on top shall be where uncle shall not talk. October and a question was should that's it.
I see.
Because say me sure do not be funny the home soon so I do not go with mama utu ebet mama why too like e all outside effect depending on obiani ni presentation. Thank you. So say me sure previous people or mafa now me so me sure I'm one person I cherish my hair very well. And kind of a boom I been say me nya be she there no
Rasta Kunko
now the benya ace
I invoke my faith.
Okay.
Yeah. It's my faith I invoke, not necessarily the wine. But I use the wine as a symbol. Now, and mom's some sort of in Christ and I say my baby. But Imagine I used my feet, I prayed. I was asking for what bumper and I am from a bit. Thank you. But I was like, we go with you more.
Yes.
When you say we are go with you, so but it's not the wine that actually did the miracle.
It is God.
It's God. But it's just something to represent something as human as we are for things to make sense to you.
Yes. Yes.
So if such things are being vended at the church premises, they should be taxable.
Okay. Thank you. At this stage, bring your comments. Chemo Kasawi Peme redeem more comments in there. But Mami Koreland answer. You can send your comments to Facebook, Sammy Flex TV, YouTube, Sammy Flex TV as well. Na take over from there. Na
between the rock and the hard place.
Yeah. Ray Diabatabo.
Try each other.
You see, even because of how sensitive this particular conversation is, that is why even Captain Smart was not too bold to say free hokra.
Okay.
But he himself was not committed even in the process. In the process of condemning, not committed. When he said physically there when you see me, name spiritually there. Onim say
okay.
It means that whatever conversation he is having spiritually with the Yesu Moja, you acknowledge it. Because you first of all acknowledge the spiritual aspect of the whole conversation. And so spirituality then we know say you are facing him physically.
Exactly.
But the moment you enter into the spiritual realm with him, then it means that you acknowledge whatever he's saying. So even if you want to condemn it, you can also do it in a very thin line. Because one kasawa commit maybe you are not doing Yesu Moja, but you believe in the spirituality. There are others. There are others that you are also doing. Because if we are going by that narrative, any Bible, it was a Tom. If Captain Smart, you want to say spiritually you are older than him, then if he is selling Yesu Moja, then you should, and you want to condemn him, then you should also condemn the people that are selling Bible. Because Yesu
the book.
You understand? That is why he himself will now say, okay, then let's tax it. Because or the better and matters of spirituality and religion there. And now where we find ourselves. You suffer. That is why even when some people are complaining whether they believe, or even the ones who don't believe, like the ones who don't believe, whether they are complaining and the ones who believe, they crowd complaining, say, "Bia, enye juma more na they are false prophet." The necessary authorities that are supposed to even take them on, they cannot. They can't, because at the end of the day, because imagine the leaders that are supposed to uphold some of these things or enforce them are there. I heard it to my How do you expect them, these same people, to enforce, probably even if there is a law, to enforce it on them? How do you expect them? It will be very difficult.
Okay.
It is one of the reasons why even prophecy's name I hear a very difficult conversation in the space. Because at the end of the day, if you want to talk about the negative effect of it, the person that is supposed to help you enforce it is there at the beck and call of these people. So how do you expect this conversation to be checked? It will be very difficult.
I know, right?
It will be very, very difficult. The thing here, you see, the Clifford Mastery of Momoya Church Shop, it is their decision.
Okay.
It is their decision. We also all told Yesu Moja.
What the Nyamia Samuel? Ebe bro na ma.
Oh, so you see, the thing is that because of our belief, it will be very difficult. Because at the end of the day, it all falls under a bigger umbrella, which is a non-profitable organization. If you want to expose yourself like the way Kesse for Mass Arena expose your mom, say, okay, we are doing business from this side into a beer shop now. Fine. Then you can pay tax. And Kesse, and go shop. And you can take him to the church and do it free.
And then you can use to go
say yes to Niha. See, I do not have a show. Only how they are barbecue. And I go out there barbecue. And then I don't know about friend Yesu books. Eh, Yesu translating is simple. And Ebefa, at the end of the day, Obeka, you only the baby team. There is no specific amount for Yesu Moja.
Okay. You do better taxing say.
Oh, taxing say.
There's
no specific amount.
Yentoni 20 Ghana.
There be.
Wow, GD na de ato.
Inti Obeka Church say be bar for real. And it is seen as donation in church, which is very normal, which is an everyday practice. So somebody came to donate to the church, and we also thought wise to also dash the person with a miraculous drink. And that is Yesu Moja. So we are not doing business. That is how difficult this whole conversation is. Somebody can say, "You're tall man. On the bar for it. Go and ask Kobini.
Yeah.
Go and ask say Opambo. When they were all doing these things, you're not in trouble.
Say or no.
Yes, you're tall. Bar for it. No, Mobi. Yes, you donate. You donate as you do on a normal basis, and just as we go to church on a normal basis where we do donations, there's no specific amount. I am at the Bio team class. So I can say, me the be am class. I'm the 5 CD na echo, and I'm the 10 CD echo. And so they be a wee more. And so they be a you donate less.
Yes.
And that is how it is.
Yeah.
That is how they run every day. It's Captain Smart or Queen there. A bedding. I won't lie. Yes, he can be on the man's case for God knows how long. They can go as far as even 10 years, 20 years. But the truth of the matter is that it will be very difficult until the man himself says that he's stopping. Because I don't think Opambo has been doing a good Omunsu in recent times.
Oh, he's still doing
it. Sorry.
See.
But you see, by Obinim there we
Obinim
na. So there are some that will trouble some that have been phone call.
Reverend Obofo.
Okay. So you see,
troublesome there or a counseling.
Okay.
Until they decide to put a stop to it or hold on to it, and now say, "Oh, now I'm patronizing." Until you tell yourself, "Say me patronizing," they will not do it. Exactly. Other than that, since there are people who believe in it, people who depend on it,
let's look for them.
Of course. And they keep marketing.
They will spiritual loans to crowd.
They will market and market. Recently, there is this prophetess that did a direction. Okay, so any country that you want to travel to, for country the flag, bra.
I see.
Actually, UN.
I said Mama Vida.
Yeah, Mama Vida.
Yes, Mama.
I saw them on United Nations.
I saw by Ghana. Sorry, by Ghana, a prophet to Chebe program.
At the United Nations conference. Flags, different African flags they were composed.
Say you're African.
I guess you're
African.
Africa. Oh, Ghana, Togo.
Yeah, especially the Africa. Yeah, called western part of the world.
So, Captain Smart in Tokwani, the long and short is it will be very difficult.
Okay. Chamo will come through on this note. Chamo, come through.
Yeah, me unim first na me started say me say let me put it that way. Me say the omo ye nenye I'll fight it and all this na ba me come adwene say the tie na no. With time na who say there be.
Odin sim.
Nkwasa sem na. Nkwasa sem na me di no. Obi eni abre ye na dwuma o na akọkere ne se de onye no de papa ne de papa ebi na Captain Smart ye no nkwasa asem na odi onya nkwasa asem na odi onya on se ono ane kasa mu no kra no o ma ye hu se papa we in particular no ne wa asem enye se on this spiritual ayini ana o mo yes eno na man ye nkwasa asem na odi no eno nso na me hu ye with time like medisa na ma we mu achi ahu say edu ba bia no my relaxing me stand not say I'm not against it too. I'm against it but me hu ni say presentation ayeye and criticism ayeye no eya emfa kwam and it is not fair to those who are doing those things. The best thing is say ono na okọ patronizing na obi bia ka kire no enka Captain Smart etini TV so no nanka o ka kire o ma o mukoto Yesu moja ne say munya sabi munya nkwasasem no
okay
enye de oton Yesu moja because on the Yesu moja na oton
we declare ne
ho say o Yesu moja eno no oton eno bi say eno no beto anu obi to Yesu book obi eya ben fonku anaze on the why no twi ni di no e na monko mo hu ni ye eza kasaro ebinim ye smart say ebure mu nso enko ka say well aye water What question? I can't be a muzo. I'll beat you. I can't be a muzo. I'll beat you. Because I said, boy, water. I beat you. Eh, Sana Bessie. Obi F1. It's our gallon 25 a year latest. Not as soon as the cheddar or the Kojia Buramuzu. Eno de ye na biane eno no de ye bibia minimo bia ono kra de anwea kokko eno osesa ma asore ma na omu ye aduane anom de biagu
that's terrible
omu ye aduane anom de biagu
no so ye de Yesu body
and Yesu body pa anwea na o makwa akwosesa anwea no
heaven
o ye aduane o se fa kakra gu
heaven
o godare afa kakra gu o ye afa kakra gu sa nipa na o ma sa direction no oni ne kokko a o solve problem bia o eye omo patronizing the issue no na we nto me na me witness ye me ka bia ya no mo diri sem boa me ko asori bi me ko ja obi asori ena so for ba be pon no say omo mfa omo insurance my omo mfa insurance na me ntia say
insurance
say spiritual insurance say one ntia o be hare
one chair insurance
o be hare ntino say utia for the month no o nyare edino bosumi ni ba be so end of the month no no be to spiritual insurance no ma ba be to no na ha say the be a onya into mu to spiritual insurance into no Captain Smart ye be en den ya jetas spiritual insurance and so won twa bo obi a odi otia
insurance company
because obi a spiritual insurance company na watin me did grass obi be to ya register business or spiritual insurance utia onyare on table for me I ebi o ha esre ene bi o ha eja se hu se nkofo bi koma but the best thing that we can do no enye say nkofo na omo afani genius ways to sell their product no esan ye free no those who are patronizing ene ye say can be kire omo as I said the last time na ye can about church members omo ye demonstration say pastors ni disika ni ade munya collection ni to munya offering me dey no mbedi o ko ma offering u ya akwa demonstration say omo na ka ade amano oni no o de amano o ti mu oni o to da bia o de ma enye na be tente ni ja fama u ja ni no ma enu anu no atwa I remember say me hwe interview bi philosopher bi wa America na ye busa no about omo mbesresres ka okwan ho ne ade no say economically no what is the implication and is there a way to stop it and not very simple so mu jessica ne ma ombe ja say aduma no if you stop giving money obi be gina kwan ho say o sresra de na obi amaniska o tena o megina enti no so wa hwa omu gina baabi a ye ma omuska enye baabi a no mu gina
Max TV anymore that techno building your friend is da komra sa full ani for no omo middle ho by na papa bi ma hu ne be 3 times or 4 times anopa me drive ho odru ho constant omo muska sa entoni say almost anopa bia sa za de bia be kono omo ya let omo hu say opa ne kai ba
exactly
papa constant o ma hu be 3 times eni ntino okoka se eye problem eni so omu gina ho ahwan a on solve problem bia eye because say omu gina ho a omu nye scan endi yemu say ho say omu ma say scan okọ isle wan ho omu da dabi
because obi atene kam wan na ebe gina ma oska endi omu mu say scan omu say no isle gon ana omu say no sa posh places near there say trasako wako unze obi exactly ena ho no kra no wo stress kana wo ko gina ho na je se wonim sika sere business e kom na do ama business na ko gina la pass ko gina circle wo ko gina it lo
Kaswa traffic light
ko kaswa traffic light as go pesca wo ko gina it legal e kom be do ama we do man go the same way ena asofo ni church services ni be issue and me my point now me stand now is that if we are willing to patronize what they are doing now and me na make fight say they all man was ninja
okay
wona ono na okoto Yesu moja and as o ka kire bibi say Yesu moja na wa ha emo na se fa we ka ho na emo ba me nko ka say onya Yesu moja na de onso so je spiritual insurance ono so be kan say obi a okwan a ofa so a ode ye minim ba ku bi a onso do obi na ka kire me o say ye betena bonsam so nti obi anto a plastic chair ba kumra and so mo ko tena bonsam so wi a mo mfa plastic chair ni kofi all starting the church no dey no ye no oyo si bia this month ye betena bonsam so obi anto plastic chair ba kumra mo ba na ma tena so a mo pon a aka sorry ho
say batna na the bonsam kofi
one first strategy they building the church the whole thing is why do you even go there? And you know, if you go there and get the fulfillment that you are looking for there, you have to pay for that service.
Of course.
And you better yes more that there too. Of
course.
And you buy our bumpire more free. Oko ya ordinary good so. Ama ordinary sana na ordinary good so. Ama kata achu ya na all person or you need branded. So yeah. Oh, I pay election ya into uko the good so ya kata achu we. Church member na eko onu ana yi na eko
akwede sika kota ne
so for me I think that Captain Smart ni others are almost criticizing Sanya man almost criticism no is out of place always for me it is those who are patronizing once that problem no because me say church insurance one na me koyi say that no me koyi me te wo hwe wo mo sa mama one city
insurance
hwe me ena kan aso na agu me feel I didn't do me call because of a nipano, like a nipano or the McCoy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you compromise to, I mean, get certain things done and all those things. And you did not oye bibi coming I saw of crime means you won't. And I walk out about mean to spiritual health insurance. I have by my bands I mean to ya, Metanam baby. Me last time I'm a quite sorry, me get me and I'm participating. Meteor and I will be blame Miss Kesse me fango to offering because I heard say I'm sorry. Or no 3 mono. Ebi a miniska and I'm to and I'm on one fan I didn't go to Nanya Misran and Yamina make a codin in Srama. On one fan to Min to me, min to me in Zika Fanko to Muma. You know, from that time, no man, that experience of say how you want to patronize them, no, and a moment so the Omoyan. And whatever that they are doing, they deserve to be paid. They are working. And to know yourself. Anyhow you want to patronize them, to be so better yes moja. Momo monto. Say a coco kono say yes moja na emoma oma bija.
Okay, thank you so much, Chemo. Thank you, Clifford, and thank you, Rula. Now, let's go on to read some commentaries from the good people watching us. Starting from Facebook, where Akonti Peter is watching us from Libya. Patrick Mason says, forget Kwaw Kesse, he wants to trend. Dead horse artist. Ma Jill says, more fire. Good evening, everyone. Raphael Wilson said, bro, thanks again. Young Kwame Mick Blink says, any updates on the Grammy votes, please? But they are still voting. When they are done voting, they will bring the results somewhere in November near who Oma Omotimi qualify. Young Kwame Mick Mill says, please do the underground for the Grammy vote. Please do the underground for the Grammy votes, because we the fans are also doing our maximum best to push Shatta Wale by disturbing our platforms of the Grammy with comment for Shatta Wale Street Crown to be nominated. Raphael is hey bro, this is the building trust. This is the building trust. Okay. Kwakufi says Roland be like Shatta, says dread. Okay. Let me go on to YouTube to read some of your comments there as well. Na yentiti amount for adwin amode eba and commona ye dining. On YouTube, these are the comments here. Hey. Abdul Mumun says, God is here. Frederick Apia says, good evening, everyone. Xavier Pogo says, you people should forget that guy. He's not serious. Is it only Shatta that posted it? Make I hear I'm a king of kings. Shatta is my son. Aputo. Adam Abdul Mumun. Okay, Adam Abdul Mumun. Congrats to Mr. Bano. May the kids live long. Joseph Aqua says, the way Kwaw needs attention because he has no good song in the system, please just forget him. Cry. Frederick Apia. If Daddy Lumba had died poor, would the first wife come to fight for widowhood rights? And the ultimate Mr. Saipacho. Would the first one come to fight for widowhood? She is doing all this for property, of course. Joseph Aqua says, Kwaw, how can Shatta be your son, whereby your younger brother in the village begging for food? That your brother is my friend. I feed him with Shatta money because Shatta show me the way for making money. Okay. Adam Abdul Mumin says, Sammy Flex Alpha Hour is up. Yes, share the link. Share the link. Flex Alpha Hour. Okay. Share the link. Numero uno says, Ayepinso DL. Ye moon sensem. Frederick Apia says, we have seen Odobroni with Lumba and their children since 15 years ago. Where was the first wife? Hey, but I'm also the father. George Kluge says, but who is despite that people should fear insulting? George Kluge still. When people go to his station to speak loosely, does he ask them to stop? Frederick Apia. I listened to the lawyer of the first wife and also an MP, who the leader of the funeral committee on Peace FM this afternoon. The wife's brother and her son were all part of the arrangement. Gideon Bodi, what's up, everybody? To the doctor, congratulations on the birth of your son. There's a video of an interview of Abusua Penny that just came out a couple of days ago, and he said that he has done his research and the second wife was indeed married to Lumba. This one, so we have to remember. Okay, no, he said He stated in the interview that both women are going to be able to perform the regal rites. Gideon Body says, we have to remember that in Ghana, none of the women are married to him legally. They are both married to him traditionally, so the courts have no say over traditional marriage. Frederick Appiah says, according to the lawyer, the injunction is not on the funeral. The injunction is not on the funeral. It is to restrain the second wife from performing her rites. The family head has confirmed Lumba did marry Odobroni after checks. Numero uno, Mr. Bano knows his stuff. I'm impressed. Gideon Body, why does the doc refer to the first wife as the legit wife? The second wife is also like legit. A legit wife. She is married to that Lumba also. Numero uno says Bushapani is causing all this confusion. Zari Bukari. If Bra Sammy and Co. I say hi, Bra Sammy and Co. Please, will last mid boy, aka Snowboy, come at Black Star Square? No. UK Fitness Mom says, good evening. Oh, no. Watching from the UK. Numero uno says, this is why as a man, you have to put your house in order before you die. Do you know when you die? Gideon Boy says, the reason why he didn't know the second wife is because Lumba did not get along with the family at the time. So he did not inform Bushapani about marrying the second wife. So at what time did Lumba get along after Creatures. My love for SM is too much. In future, I will paint my house everywhere SM. Oh, future. You know, Kesse, you fool. Who is your son and grandchildren? You think Shatta just insult Keke, right? Fool boy. Frederick Appiah says, I listened to Kwaw Kesse this morning on Hits FM. He is very empty in the head. He said he doesn't know why Shatta is celebrating his Grammy submission. Meanwhile, it is false. Daniel Lutrod, Mafia manager, make this clear. Everyone Shatta this, all them are fault. Everyone Shatta this, all them are fault. Daniel Lutrod, 18th be the street crown night. Moonlight, Spencer Richmond Kofi says, Chemo, Yesu books. Frederick Appiah says, Shatta Wale's Grammy submissions have been considered. Even if he's celebrating over submission, what is Kwaw's problem? Moonlight, Spencer, Richmond Kofi. Clifford is saying he's a vampire. He drinks blood and eats flesh. Vampires. Chemo. Roland and Chemo are making me laugh. Sparrow says, we late today. Says, Roland, please, it is not like that too. What is not like that too? Mustafa Abin Daddy. If you don't believe in something, abstain from it. The moment you wake up, dress up, and go to his church, then whatever happens, you gotta accept it. A spirituality, and it only makes sense to some. Sparrow says spirituality is different. Ghanaian Christianity is a bomb. Moonlight, Spencer Richmond Kofi. Clifford is saying if he imagined the wine as blood, he's okay. Clifford, are you a vampire? Chemo, Moonlight, Mustafa Bin Daddy. People buy stickers of pastors and say they are seeing miracles. What one experience from those things can only be explained by them. Don't force to explain what you've not experienced. God's experience can be felt through a medium, and yes, and Yesu Moja is one. Yes. Sparrow. Yes, only in it all these things happen. Moonlight. Chemo, Roland. Frederick Appiah. The Yesu Moja in my church is just a symbolic, but not for sale for any spiritual direction. A woman died in Canada because of taking Sobolo as medication. A member of this man's church. Wow.
Yeah, but I don't change.
You like
Chemo. Rebecca Claire said yes, Muda is not a medication.
Okay. Daniel Daku. There are three things you can't generally talk about in Africa: religion, tribal ethnicity, and politics. Sparrow. I think you guys are not getting it right. All this captain is saying is about the government needs to intervene. These kind of issues. Sparrow says, because people are just dying for no reason. Rich Late says, good evening everyone and every two. Kingpin, tell Captain Smart that the people who also carry in Kwasia cement for a stupid cathedral need to be taxed for carrying those cement. Sparrow, it's the same thing as Sikagari thing. Moonlight says, Chemo, this is a mental issue, Chemo. Sparrow says, all this thing is a scam. Come to USA and do such a thing. Kingpin. But on a more serious note, since it involves human health, I think the FDA needs to come in to intervene and ascertain the the consumptionability of those concoctions.
Yusu.
My Yusu. Moonlight crying roll and it's a move. So I'm mind there. Number one is a chamo near spiritual insurance in the church. I agree with Chamo. It is the responsibility of the state to protect those who, in the name of religion, have become vulnerable. At this point, they are vulnerable and so needs protection.
From who?
Abdul Razak. Kajay says, good evening, Mr. Sammy Flex. Please, I want to find out Shatta, Wale and Kwaw Kesse who started music genre first. Moonlight is a Chemo. It's a Kimpin, but Chemo has a point though. Okay. Skido King says, good evening. Adam Abdul Mumun says, lack of science in your family can sometimes cause your brain. Have you seen Long John among them today? Yeah, Kobe inspires all eyes on Shatta. The only way to stay relevant. I like how Shatta is keeping his cool. Mustafa bin Daddy, Captain Smart no ankasa. I say Captain Smart no ankasa. Why yes number 8. Today he says this, tomorrow that. Confusion I ever saw. Charlie Vibe says Kwaw Kesse there. Hello. Jackie Boateng is here. It says hello my people. Yeah, Flex. Good evening everyone. Kobe Inspire says after the Grammy nominations they will be replied. That's more than one fanche. Okwa obeba. Yebeka yadrin achro. Yebeka nyame yadrin achro. Now, in fact, we've not started discussing the Kwaw Kesse issue already. But when you go into the comment section, it is obvious that many people have high interest of the Kwaw Kesse stories.
Yeah.
Now, Kwaw Kesse stories, my producers have compiled a whole lot of videos for me. So what we're going to do is, producer will play one of the videos, then we analyze what he's saying. One video, then we analyze what he's saying. Or one video, then I'll throw it to one of our people, then they'll handle it because we just have about 20 or 25 minutes to run away from here. So, producer, exhibit Kwaw Kesse number 1. Nayenko.
Yes, maybe.
My son doesn't respect. My son doesn't respect. One time my son was on social media saying, you're a bulldog, you killed Kwaw Kesse's manager. Yeah, I will expose you. Then my son came into my DM and he said, Kwaw, we need to talk. And I gave him my number. My son never called. I tried to reach him out. He never responded again. You know, my son doesn't respect. He has disrespected everybody in the industry, even Kwame despite. My son insulted him. So, if you are disrespectful, just remember that somebody knows the same game you are playing, and people will disrespect you. You see, so it's like that. There's nothing like you hate somebody, you hate this. No, we see my son insulted Sarkodie to the bone, and the next thing he was begging to be on his show.
So that was Kwaw Kesse on Hits FM, obviously looking for points that will bring conversations about him in the interview. And the only point that you are sure, like a better Shatta Wale point. Ghana had a showbiz who interview now per pointer, a better dia Shatta Wale. And to be whom Kafu Day, Ubiko your cat Shatta Wale a pine. Ubiko Shatta Wale a pine. But Okono and Shatta Wale dia.
We interview not to.
And today can be Shatta Wale. Just say something. And no one know about Indian moon for Bruce, but no moon, me egg benning bonds or Bruce. Oh, by besides, and you been up with the cash Shatta Wale. And no pet and a bema attention. Yes, I the brew. Obe Kassa from a pocket saying you'll be have a cat on tea.
Wait left a crab a can Shatta Wale.
Thank you, okay. Director, exhibit number 2. Now, Yanshe review. Honso Okade. Stay tuned.
2 years of you being in the industry, what would you say has been your contribution to the industry?
Oh, we helped shape this industry. Like, I am the only hip life musician alive right now doing great and still doing it. A lot of hype, this hip life musicians, they don't do it anymore. Most of them have, turned from doing hip life to singing, trying to do their Afrobeat, and I still do my thing, hip life, 100%.
This is Hits.
2 years of you being in the industry, what would you say has been your contribution to the industry?
Full-time job, no.
Well, so 2 main points from Kwaw Kesse. First of all, Kwaw Kesse is trying to start another misleading conversation. Sometimes in this our industry, say once you are for Becky can't send me. Kwame Daddy wrote something, I think some 3 days or so ago. Yeah. You remember that thing was very dope, and I think I'll be reading it. I'll say industry na kwese say oh honey e kan sembia say na ete no sa no bia beka bi etu ye mistake no because we onye a obia beka say onye oh we di oye o obia beka say onye na mom ye ka say oye na fe later ye be who say sa na lower Afi, you feel it. And your last minute,
who is the last minute boy?
You guys present or no?
Okay.
Last minute boy, you present or no?
Oh. Well, you want to say something about it?
Not really.
Mama ready the family kind of thing. I say proper PR influences head-driven decisions. Proper PR influences head-driven decisions. I said there is the tendency for people to affiliate with what the majority has endorsed without thinking twice about it. It is psychological.
Yep.
The obverse also holds true. When a lot of people are saying bad things about someone, it is likely for an individual to move away too. It is called herd instinct or herd mentality. A lot of people would want to associate with what is winning, what is on top or widely praised. That is why an artist with notoriety for what is largely unacceptable will suddenly win people's love after receiving glory projected by PR. After receiving win people's love after receiving glory projected by PR. The same applies to another artist once admired by decency and talent, who later becomes unpopular because of reckless actions. PR is not just about speaking beautiful language. It is a strategy. Agenda setting requires tact.
Action.
Fuck from Kwaw Kesse and some no can you know actually you then have account.
Kwaw Kesse, I've seen. I went back to watch the interview.
Okay.
Listen to the various things that he tried to point out and stuff. The head and tail there, or the substance in most of the conversation, I didn't get much. I won't lie. I didn't get much. All I saw was somebody that was just trying to have fun in his own way. Whether he steps on toes, whether he doesn't, that's what I saw. Somebody that is just trying to have fun. Besides, that is how he has positioned himself anyway. So even if it means okay, he's seen okay, this is where the hype is, this is where the conversation is, why don't I enter there? He will do it. Besides, like Kwame Dadzi's post that you read, that is how he has positioned himself.
Okay.
So I don't know how many people would want to. For me, I wouldn't take most of his rants to heart. Personally, I would not. Opa, Kesse, ono na wo Shatta Wale no jina hospital hobi. On the journey, mami awo, on the born, very near about napkin. On the born napkin.
Okay.
At the end of the day, the work and the position speaks for itself. That's me. Because yes, Kwaw Kesse has been in the game for a very long time, and it's the same with Shatta Wale.
Okay.
But currently, in terms of status, in terms of relevance, are they on the same pedal? No. It is not up for debate. If you want to debate, no problem. You can. If you want to have brain exercise, do
like
it.
Sako as executioner. Apart from me,
are
you impressed? No.
There be. So for me, I wouldn't want to go into the things that he was saying that much, because if you want to go into it, you have so many materials to floor it. You have so many materials to floor it. So me, I just want people who are taking his rants to heart, insulting him left, right, center, to understand that Charlie, he wants to do, this is what he wants to do. This is the end game for him, and not a person.
Yeah.
So even if you want to also have that tete-a-tete with him, don't go with emotions.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't go with emotions, because at the end of the day, if we are to even measure the substance, go into details of whatever conversation he's raising, you realize that, okay, yes, Shatta Wale is your son. He's disrespected almost everybody and whatever. Let's go into the substance of this conversation first off and ask, okay, did Shatta Wale wake up unprovoked to disrespect somebody?
No.
Even if he did, there's a cause and there's a reaction. So if you want to tell me, okay, Shatta Wale insulted Chemo unprovoked, or he has disrespected, that's the statement, everybody in the industry, which is very false. Which is very false. Because there are so many people. There are so many people that Shatta Wale has not disrespected. That's why the last time Zeal, FM, Shatta Wale should apologize. I was like, bro, are you okay? Because if he should apologize to everybody in the industry, has Shatta Wale disrespected you?
No.
What encounter have you had with him? You've not had any encounter. So why should he come and apologize to you? What encounter? Like, you see, and the fact that even if we have to go into the case, like we have to go into the cases case by case, can you realize that each case has a different context?
Sure, baby.
Exactly. So if you want to create that impression, me, I will see that, okay, you just want to find something. You just want to find something to spark up a conversation. And such instances, I will never enter this with my emotions, because at the end of the day, I know what you are trying to do. I know what your end game is. Because yes, the person is your son. The person is your son, as you are claiming. You are very relevant in whatever school father. You are very relevant in whatever. Nobody is taking that away from Pharmacy. In fact, it is true. Some of the things that he said in terms of his truth, yeah, it is true. Most of his peers that he started the hip life with, most of them have fallen off, and it is very true. He's been able to keep relevance, which is why even when he's speaking now, like we are even discussing it. So for that, it is. But then, with the person that he wants to have the conversation with, say, yeah, the next one here, they go to one. We know the weight now. Not back then you had weight, but we are talking about now. We know who weighs more. So in that aspect, I wouldn't want to see this as, okay, Kesse hates Shatta Wale, but I am just seeing somebody who would want to poke you just to start a conversation for him to feel good, and he knows that, okay, whether good headlines or bad headlines, this is where he will get the headlines.
To feel relevant.
For relevance there. For relevance, Obia what the definition. And in Kwakesse's own right, he's relevant. That's it. But in terms of relevance, the career sizes. And I know two for this is the year Asante Heme. I have for Chilean record, so sizes. Sana relevance net year. So for me, I wouldn't want to take whatever he's saying to heart and say, because say remua substances, you have so many things to floor whatever he's saying. And Munyano, he's having fun.
Wayagre.
That you know. Oh no, I have it.
Yes. Cliff, come through.
For this issue, I'll just spend about 30 seconds on it.
Okay.
And so do you.
2,000 years ago, he's coming, my Lord, why hast thou forsaken me? This time it's my son, why hast thou forsaken me? I'm done.
What's it? That's what I said. The son, why has he forsaken you? As the father. Well, Chabo will come through and
so I mean, like me stance on religion and how they do their things. First, now me ne obi argument na asemba na me opposition bi na me can I say it with good faith to say the person will listen to me and reason with me like obetia say okay I think say you are right no then later I realized that and yes I need you so we take a position obepe bibie wo wiase a odi be defend
be support
the position and yes chinchina opese ote wo side na wate wase na afede wase no we have people like that utie side of the argument to make it okay masesa maduna o name
because of
the way our canon and you won't go for no matter what
the all can
no gina on sesa kwa Kesse you know all transit name statement bi our make it say there's a position bi wa fa ewo Shatta ho and you know no gina no matter the reasons our de be man any counter obey no no gina once sana adwene and you know for me we just have to portray him and other we just have to let people know say position now Kwaw Kesse gina no once sound if you are expecting him to say something good about Shatta obe enka na I wish say enka you know presenters ni be say what is the good thing Shatta aya unim kan hu se cha obecha adwene ho ansa
nya bibia ka
obedwene ho acha ansa no nya bibia because in his head no or the Shatta ya enye
1001
by the Shatta ya eye no ebe ye din se obehu even though say oye ne sano still ebe ye din amane se obe kai the Shatta ya eye in this any pass no so when you say position now na don't be too emotional about the comments and I say sama o kan wa hwe a udi na chi a obe kan zembie ndi say o kan but on sesa enti o kan say den o kan mana kwa akosi say eno asa on so obe kan de udi say say o kan na uyi ni free because ono ne 100 o de kwa ensesa hwe the thing is that yes some of these people say omo kan sembia etimi wura nkofu bitrim Emma omo fan say ene Kwaw Kesse na e kan de a meji atum eno ndi no edu ba bia enti ka say nye saa na tie say Kwaw Kesse say Shatta isi a na say nipa na Shatta ye omo saa no omo so ye Shatta den enti ma ne ko ba saa no ana say okay nye saa nkomo na edi na ene edi nti kra na abeka Shatta side of it ene enye you know say o hwe ya baby o say woni Shatta enya interaction kra no wan can be a Shatta or say of fresh Shatta friend one fa when you know so offer one one fa any as no to him no wa mu no
yes
and you know personally no all issues and ogina so they can what say he is trying to just give general statement or objective statement based on the one who afa Shatta ho but how be come deeper no one say on Shatta nya encounter bia he wasn't happy no kan hu
oka ba ko o say Shatta be can say we need to talk
no sending the number man obezine or friend
so na no ebufu or friend so I say ma me kan jam say ya pono be mbi ya pono ba sa am tell me ho na me say ya pono ama me message on Instagram so brother me WhatsApp am say dey pono it's a long time but if I talk and not drop in or say me I should drop my number to him. Me say me drop him number basi ne. Me say ya pono no kan. And na me go say e ya pono emu ade.
Ono ne dey say ota frɛ. So na komo no hu hia no. Enti wo frɛ wa fa. Say unya say experience we wi na enipa na ka say kana asem bia wa hwe ya say wa restrain no ho you may say only negative thing about the person I mean obi anim say Shatta or onye saint enye bibia na waya e bia be ka say waya anase nka onye ne sa da bi ono akwa as an individual no there are certain things obey ya later obey no we cry the me ya come anye anase nka we say me handle it differently and all those things say ya hwe no after the mogo eko kan asem wo no Peace FM no ne response now the buy so you do baby no said that's why me power chow and no crop ne nkasa it means the first time or your reaction be no wasesa no
yes
well who said this of course our position wasesa no nti or no class a human being oninim said there so I nema and do baby okay this one I got it from this one I will do it differently and all those things and you know say when your chance so be can asem now yeah why do say on there na asem no there negative nkwa na we can na ye hu baby a wugina especially unim say apart from no even all can sa Grammy na asem all can Grammy asem ono ni say oye submission ni bi wa amfane dia metudwa na den na wo de why wo dia
but the one who ni say
chemo baby sa question me
chemo that too so okay me nya ma chemo to bullet we clock
no ono ni de na wa amfa metudwa no na ono ni de na ye ji tumu de e go do sa consideration stage ni de
na ka make say
wa kan
oh Shatta enya say o submit keke ti no abegna also submit keke o submit de ko si ewe
enu no wa kan
ba cha me editorial ba kwa Kesse na person me kai pa bem za time ko enti o china me kam de chemo wi
so enu ndi no me say utie ni nsem no na say o de one five emotion say o can be just Shatta me so me can be a na you see the loopholes in whatever that he's saying and again ono azo ka say ono de o ye true enti no beka na o hu say e ko ho na o ye o man no sound ba kwa betum so and also say okay now he came with an agenda to push a certain narrative and steer the conversation to a certain direction and nothing na all kasasa and say when you know there you don't have to give in say the work no enko sa na dey say also can for Shatta hono na so waka I mean say oye ne say they open so onye say they open the audience the people in Ghana at the moment and yes our judgment no and you baby as say judgment na eko the oye settings man and the oye settings boy na you more
I wanted to have my take on this Kesse and the Rants on Hits FM earlier today, but I think I'll do it tomorrow. Now time is running against us. Tomorrow I'll squeeze some time to design an editorial because I have something to say because and the same way now and be kai anka ho nyame adom bom say oh yes sir Shatta mu ade no maybe sando be can until see obi eja can obi eja can kwa Kesse chemo we or say agenda we anything
aborting
na etonsum say flat kwa Kesse ye ni dia o share at this stage. Yes, we release you me. I'm for your comment section.
I'm putting the band to feed it.
Kesse ni song. Am I a fever? Yamako.
You know, it used to be childhood song.
Feneto and Pio. Kesse ni song no.
They say or music better.
Into my catch them no hit. My church on Lumba.
Oh, na
say Kwaw Kesse beti me the amayare fever. E dey akoto Dex say who I see the moon and the moon I see the moon and the moon sees me. God bless the moon and God bless me. Two little blackbirds standing on the wall. One named Peter, one named Paul. Fly away, Peter. Fly away, Paul. Come back, Peter. Come back, Paul. It's fine.
We have a hit song.
I'm a beat, Papa. I'm a beat. Boom.
I'm a beat.
I hate it. I'm oh, it's really our can promote.
Oh, pa.
So we can't know Shadia. Nango so can I promote man. But you are there funny attended the idea. Woman be America, your friend Barbara. And our friend was in the bio show no Yamuni Dimbi.
Oh, big ups, big ups.
I say the beer and brass and for sure no more meeting. I say Yamuni the man for who saw
Barbara, or
Virginia, also Virginia.
Barbara,
big ups to you.
US, Abontes. Yeah. You know the house number, come on,
Barbara in Virginia, US of A. Good evening from Ghana. And that's my child. If I video the man for them say also uyobi.
Yes.
Your body was Sammy Flex.
Yes.
Na be on your friend. Back I can see the ochna. No man response. Ochna man response. That is video thing now. F4 song. Channel born exhibit 1, exhibit 2, exhibit 3, exhibit 4.
Na papa ni.
Na ya papa ni na. When say industry so. Obi so wa ya man for kromo pan kwa kwese.
Oh yeah.
Everything I mean not friend who
madman.
Because Shatta no so. Kasa by
oh yeah, no or the amount or you say
abodam kasa by heart. Let me say who say abodam no. Your level. Obi timi bodam no the psychiatric.
Yes.
Ono na bodam no respect for home. And I be Lima backing got the other thing my backing got always a slowly level. The abodam ni me. Back on the psychiatric hospital. And back on the Nima backing got
a friend who king of the streets. I think still now or Pesa king of the streets, you know. Bia to say no. Yeah, did true no. I could be before from. The reason I have my wakasa. Because also a king of streets. And we to tell Lamborghini was street. And the lawyer,
that could be your car cars if you want them.
Oh, can you?
Me bar officer, man first, nothing.
Sharp.
You're kidding me.
Hey, name watch your mental health show. I was saying
mental health show.
I see Baba.
AC is performing.
AC
is performing.
That I ever call 10 minutes.
You mate me here.
That my ever call 10 minutes. Mental health for no. I'm on papa. Make a recording. Me don't make a studio. But me morning baby.
Oh, open you kwaku.
When you be say hit pan.
Another empenyufo come back.
No, I'm new be a friend Apeja Bruni.
Wow.
Apeja Bruni. Valdo summer no. Na so me sa. Na oh now name there you. Yeah, my pencil. Hey,
open you kwaku.
Good evening.
I'm a child no panelist.
Yeah, so but is your free.
I'm free New York.
New York.
Oh, okay. I didn't be more at me kind by Murphy.
Rob Stone,
ain't you?
We don't person me kaka crafa mommy I question say one name. So bulu.
Ain't you?
Yes, Muda, and yes, so bulu.
I think say some part in our case kakra. Because I said we stay very quiet to protect New Corona brand.
You are right.
Nti sɛ me assure sɛ kebusuafo ebusuane ne di ne yi a anka ɔmfa nkɔ court.
Me no yadwin.
Ɛna for the fact our sister bi wɔ krom ha yɛ bɛn ne paa na nsɛm wɔ bi so no. Ɔka sɛ ɔbɛyɛ yie ne gidigidi. Nti na we stay very quiet no. Attention no say ebusuafo be ne bedi yi a ɔmo nte na se na ɔmo fa respect man. No, eyi ne nkɔkam.
Okay.
And which no one san kan say or Lumba or ye German citizen.
Yes.
Mama no special ye ne Messia. Obetimi akọ German embassy am who said ye kwasuni until we hear the power of a Lumba's body. All right.
Hey. Okromu ha. Oh ya santini.
Say you wa mam ready. But say eba abrochi aware na waware no all right.
Okay.
Our every right.
Yeah, Matthias said, oh yeah, a German citizen. German as a country because they need their
Wow.
And when to know so make your papa don't grab so bolo.
Oh yes, Moja. Yes, Moja
so bolonia. We the mammy, I down for pa. I said when we can't name ya. Na down for power Holland. Mammy mean every year be a call Holland and a surround or turn bag. Just all you okay. Now no pressure kakra until draw no many biana me mammy no. Now for some time no. We just draw no more status or no. I don't so bolo. Me mama kaya at some point we only me mama cry aka. And she just last year, my friend Mammy Bisa, Mammy Nasa, so she's like an auntie to me, like a mother. Me say yeah, Mammy knew.
Oh.
In fact, I felt so sad. For some time no more sending so yes on be koni fi na Mammy knew dawa. Just say I do change so bolono.
Oh.
One and a way giant doctor Bruno at home, which my mother advised her to take her. Almost numbi I went to see. In fact, all of them were so below.
Oh,
I don't change so below any stick a bino.
I can't
woman is dead. I'm no Kassa is seen or Holland. I just say, Emma, ne man and person be assembly giddy because they also advised their mother and she didn't listen. And yes, Sanka do take I don't cheat their owner and get very bad. And my advice to everybody, our number papa ne do say almost exercise caution.
Yeah.
Because this is coming from me on the side.
Okay.
Thanks for calling. I'm going here very careful. Yeah, the FDA so said the Captain Smart take FDA so emblem.
And you're drone or tongue.
All right, Robson, thank you.
But
consumption. Yes, you're consuming.
Yes, Muja.
By consuming the obetini, Bisan Honsem Kakra.
Right.
Robson, thank you. Namisha, our friend, Maminko. Now, Robson, state bank.
New York.
Okay, so from New York to Virginia, Gideon is there. Gideon, good evening.
Hey, good evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening.
Oh, congratulations on your new kid, man.
Thank you, welcome.
Listen, let's keep it real, okay? Lumba's first wife has no legal right over anything when it comes to Ghana. Let's be honest with ourselves. The second wife has every right as a widow, just as the first wife. Because both of them are traditionally and customarily married to Lumba. There is no court marriage in anywhere when it comes to Ghana. And the first wife cannot bring German law to Ghana law. It doesn't work that way. So as long as the Abushia Penny have accepted and has done his investigation, because in the very beginning, Abushia Penny was mad that the wife did not come to him first before she announced the funeral or the death to the public.
Okay.
That was why he was mad. Because the second wife did not follow the customary traditional rights to go inform the family and all of that first. And then we also have to remember that it came out that Lumba did not have good terms. He was not on good terms with the family. So he didn't want to have anything to do with the family. So when he went to marry Odobroni, he did not inform Abushafani, and he didn't have to. It's his right. That does not mean that he did not marry Odobroni. So we all need to stop this. And also, we got to remember, this lady have been with him for 15 years and have, 2 kids with him?
No,
what are we talking about? Through his sickness and everything, she has been there. She has every right. We need to stop this traditional and cultural BS that we always do. Because they hinder us from moving forward. We need to stop this nonsense. Okay? Our cultures and our values and our traditions is good for us to identify ourselves as who we are as Ghanaians. In a lot of ways, it has hindered us from doing a lot of things. It has hindered us from moving forward and progressing as a country. Because all the time we have tradition, culture. It is BS. Here fighting. Why? Now, let me move on to Kesse here. So what shit will brain cells if you would 3-1? When you smoke all your brain cells out of your mind. This is how you talk.
This is deep, eh?
You talk. No, I'm serious. He has smoked all his brain cells away. So right now, you know what? My biggest fear was that during the interview, Brasame, and I know you would have done this. The level of idiocracy in that studio.
Yeah.
When Shatta posted the letter clearly said that they have accepted his submission.
Yeah.
They are considering it for a nomination. Shatta did not post a letter of submission.
Yeah.
Let me share the new media at the end of the year, Charlie. The top of this nonsense. Every time Shatta does something, because everybody is scared to do it, they will criticize Shatta, but then the people that comes after him, they praise them. This is how you know that Shatta is always going to be the leader of entertainment industry in Ghana. Blanket period. Charlie, you're great. Tell me this is for real. Nonsense. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I said Gideon Boo ye fukakra. Well, I think we have to edit here. We've done some 20 minutes.
America for no,
and America for no,
and UK for no.
UK for no. I'm saying, oh my busy. Prince Nick Queen Nick King, so many baby mom will be busy. Well, producers, they say, Menkai Professor Search now more than
Prof.
Professor as a monk.
Big house to Prof.
Yes, say more motion is Prof. Anti, I'm not persuaded you with not camera. Oh my room happy. Other room of an own country. Oh my umbrella camera.
The better and further
office outside of the office beyond coming pacho. Wow, thank you so much, Clifford Banner, for coming through. Thank you, Intim Dodi Solomon Chemo and Roland Amate and Kesse 18th. You go so boy home for Shatta Fest. In fact, it is looking good. And right, you call Independence Square, you call a production meeting. You name the producers of the show and some of the major sponsors like MTN Momo. You name a meeting among some VIP areas and VVIP areas. Wave Africa, Hot Wave, okay, Hot Wave. And also another phone company, America phone is still person but phone is buy upon. Hot Wave phone so buy almost so I started your money and Mantino. BB a coso pa for a year Shatta Fest 2025. 18th October at the Independence Square. I hope by so be ready, get your whites and meet us there. na intimate chele kakana bibianya fine. Special thanks to the producers Gerald, Theophilus Digosh, there's that, as well as Sammy Tuga. My name is Sammy Flex. If you've not subscribed to us, please subscribe to us, and remember there are more content. Earlier, we did some interview with another Ghanaian artist. His name is Godiwan, who has also submitted, and his submission has been considered. Just so you know, I'll say na oslumpo so be posti the submission no. Consider no, because no nim someone for Bekasa. But thanks to Shatta Eka say me posti me also who your them. I'm posting media and also a posting media and I correct me about my interview. So go ahead and watch a story on our Facebook page and as well as on our YouTube page as well. Follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us, and let's do more. Until then, we'll meet tomorrow to wrap up the week. We're out of.
Subscribe with 20 Ghana cedi. Use it for 12 hours. 12 hours in minutes is 720 minutes. All the money you make is yours, commission free. I thank you guys all for supporting Shatta from day one up to now. And I just want to tell you guys that Shatta has a good package for everyone, both our riders and our drivers. Thank you so much for supporting Shatta.